Do you want to learn Dutch together? Years ago, I did a video called Teaching You Dutch, and everyone seemed to love it so much that I thought, you know what, we're gonna do it again. First off, something that people who speak English natively find very interesting about Dutch is that we have two words for you. Basically, we have a formal and an informal form of saying you. We have the informal form, je, and the formal form, u, which is just basically the letter U. Basically, you use the word je, the informal form, for everyone around your age, people you know very well, or your family. And you use u, the formal form, whenever you meet an adult who is above you in rank, or basically an adult above their 30s who you don't really know that well. The only thing that I very much dislike about it is the fact that people can request not to be called u, but je. Why is this annoying per se? Because you never actually know what someone wants to be called. At my high school, we had to call every teacher u. Very clear, right? But in daily life, whenever you meet someone and you're like, blah 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 u, they can definitely go, oh no, please. Say yeah. And then because you're already so used to saying u to older people or people you don't know that well, you slip it through all the time and they're like, no, yeah, no, yeah. And you're like, I know, but it's very much a matter of habit. Plus the thing is you never know who is gonna say it because some people say, I don't want to be called u because because it makes me feel too old. Because it's primarily said to people who are, you know, older than you. But then when you get so used to saying yeah to people because for a long time everyone's like, hey, say yeah, not u. And then suddenly you call someone you don't really know yeah, you just see the look on their face like, did you just call me yeah? How disrespectful are you, young man? I wish we could just have one like in English. In my previous video, I gave you one of the most important sentences in Dutch.
And the most polite thing you can ever say to someone who is Dutch is, ik duw graag aardappelen in mijn neus.
Oh my god, I looked so different back then. So today I thought I'm gonna give you some more super interesting sentences that we always say. Volgens alle bekende wetten van luchtvaart is er geen mogelijkheid dat een bij zou kunnen vliegen. This is something we totally say like all the time. If you're Dutch, don't spoil it. People are definitely gonna believe this. We also say things like, verlos me alsjeblieft van mijn immense studieschulden. And of course, als je geen Nederlands spreekt, heb ik je nu net steeds ondertitels laten lezen. Haha. Now there are also things you really have to take into account. It's not 100% about the language itself, but it's definitely part of the language. You see, in a lot of countries they put down time as, for example, 6 p.m. However, here in the Netherlands we use the 24-hour time, meaning that instead of 6 p.m. we will write down 18 o'clock. I personally very much prefer the 12-hour time thing, simply because the 24-hour one annoys me so much. The thing is, if people would have said 18 o'clock or 19 o'clock, if you would actually say that, I'm totally fine. But no, you gotta say 6. There is no 6 in 18. You can't even believe what a hassle this was when I was a kid. Quentin, what time is it? 18 o'clock. No, you don't say 18 o'clock. Oh, sorry, 8 o'clock then. No, 18 o'clock is 6. Okay. Telling time took me way too long to learn. Now, another thing for native English speakers versus Dutch is that our vowels are basically switched up. In English, the vowels are A, E, I, U, O. And the U and the O aren't that different in Dutch. The U is U, the O is O, which is the same thing. But the first three, the A is A, the E is A, and the I is E. So whenever you're not used to this and you have like the language barrier thing, you will misspell so many things. Alright, so it's spelled G-A-R-L-I-C. And now I'm gonna tell you some Dutch words that have absolutely no English equivalent. First off, there's the word gedogen, which basically means turning a blind eye to something, but most of the time in lawful sense of the word. For example, the whole marijuana stereotype is that marijuana is actually legal here in the Netherlands. It's not. It is actually gedoogd, meaning that the government basically just decided mutually to not care. Uitbuiken, which translates to outbellying. You know that feeling when you have had a lot to eat and afterwards you just go lay down or sit somewhere, you're like, it's basically that. Beleg. The best I can do for translating this would be lay down stuff. It is basically everything you put on your sandwich. Cheese, ham, you know, stuff basically you lay down on there. Uitzieken, which is basically outsicking, which translates to outsicking. And it's not like, ha, I am outsicking you because I am much sicker than you. It is actually the act of not going to school or work and just stay at home to just, you know, get the sickness out of you. When I was looking and researching and googling for some words that actually have no English equivalent, I came across something. So here in the Netherlands we have a gesture you do when you find food very tasty. I 100% thought that was a thing they did everywhere, but it's not apparently. Whenever you're eating something and someone's like, hey, how's your food? But you can't really answer because it's in your mouth, you do this. Do they really not do that anywhere else? Because I 100% thought that it was just a global thing. And lastly, there are also really some confusing words, like pindakaas. It means peanut butter. You know how peanut butter is a very buttery, peanutty spread, like the name suggests? Yeah, that's of course why we call it pindakaas. Which of course means peanut cheese. Whoa! So hey, please let me know down below in the comments. What is your native tongue and what are some weird words from it? And if you've been subscribed to this channel for a longer time, you're probably wondering, LightFeather, a video on a Monday? And that's right. This month, on July, I'm doing a 30-day video challenge. During this month, I will post more videos. My regular schedule is a comedy sketch on Wednesday, and on Saturday, a comedy story to get to know each other a little bit better. With of course 2 live streams on both of those days after the video went live. But during July, in addition to that, every Monday there will be a video about the Netherlands or anything Netherlands related. And every Friday there will be a Q&A. So if you want to laugh and have comedy videos twice, and this month 4 times a week into your subscription box, you can of course subscribe. All of that because I want to light up your day and make you smile. But above all, I really hope you like this video and I would love to see you next time.